4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, mic check, mic check.
The top 5 at 5 on today's trending stories.
Let's get it going.
The top 5 at 5 on the smooth drive.
That's right. It's time for the top 5 at 5. And of course, this is where you guys pitch in your 2 cents and I share with you top 5 trending stories all across the globe. Now, there are stories from fashion, music, sports, entertainment, and politics. Okay, so I recommend that you guys join me in the conversation if you want to add your 2 cents. Let's talk about what's going on here in Nigeria and also things happening all around the globe. So please send your messages to 0809-444-0981. You might have noticed I'm flying solo today again. Judith TB still under the weather, but it's okay. I've got you guys. So, send those messages like I mentioned. And to kickstart, let's talk about what's happening with the Nigerian army. You know, I like to talk about my politics, right? I like to talk about what's happening with Nigeria and in Nigeria, amongst other things. Now, so the headline here says, the army can't fight terrorists and others with 579 billion naira. Okay, and I'm going to tell you who this is coming from, and I'm going to tell you where this is going. So the Nigerian army has said that, 579 billion naira approved for the Nigerian army in the 2022 budget was grossly inadequate to fight terrorism and banditry in the country. Now, bear in mind, though, this is 579 billion naira. Now, the Chief of Army Staff, now that's General Farouk Yahya, said this when he appeared before the Senate Committee on the Army to Defend the Budget. That's the 2022 budget on Wednesday, November 3rd. Okay, that was yesterday, by the way. And, it goes on and on and on. And in his words, I'm going to read a few parts of his words. He says here, in preparation for the 2022 budget, the Nigerian Army proposed the sum of 710 billion naira. However, the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, reduced it to 579 billion naira. This reduction would impede the capacity and tempo of the Nigerian army in carrying out its constitutional duties, particularly the ongoing war against Boko Haram terrorists and other criminalities across Nigeria. Now, the National Assembly should prevail on the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning to exempt the Nigerian army from the current budget ceiling or envelope allocation system. Okay, and it goes on and on. So basically, the army chief urged the Senate panel to approve the sum of 642.7 billion naira as the army personnel emolument for the 2022 budget. He also requested the approval of 29.6 billion naira as overhead cost and 37.6 billion naira as capital expenditure. So this is all the money that they're asking for to tackle Boko Haram and other forms of banditry. And yes, we've been battling this terrorism, the terrorists. That's the Boko Haram terrorists for it's close to 10 years now. It's been a very long time. And I don't know, but the sums of money that's being asked for, because different people have come at different times, different chief of army staffs have come at different times to ask for certain amounts of money, and we've not seen anything done. It feels as though sometimes that the terrorists are even better equipped than the Nigerian army. So, hey, I don't know, but I'd like to know what your 2 cents are. Because there are some people that's still on the fence as far as COVID-19 is concerned. Some people still don't want to take the vaccines yet. Some people are afraid to get tested. Some people are afraid of anything that comes from the European government as far as treatment is concerned. But here's a story from the UK government, and this is from CNN. So it says the UK becomes the first to authorize Merck and Ridgeback Biotherapeutics antiviral I struggle with this word a bit. Molnupiravir to treat mild, moderate COVID-19. Okay, so let me give you the details. Now, the UK Medicines and Healthcare Product Regulatory Agency, they said today that they had authorized Merck and Ridgeback Biotherapeutics, oral antiviral to treat mild, moderate COVID-19 in adults at the risk of severe illness. Okay, so this is the world's first antiviral to be authorized anywhere for the treatment of COVID-19. The drug comes in a capsule form. And, the companies have sought the U.S. Food and Drug Administration emergency use authorization for the drug. And also the FDA said it would convene its antimicrobial Drugs Advisory Committee on November 30, to discuss the ability of this drug to treat mild, moderate COVID-19 in adults at high risk for severe diseases, including hospitalization and death. Now, if this works, which I hope it does, it's a huge breakthrough in the fight against COVID-19, okay? And we hope that, a lasting solution will be found to this. Because, yes, a lot of people are scared to take the vaccines. But then again, when people now know that there is a pill that you can take, or there are pills you can take, to fight this COVID-19 illness and, get you back to full speed health, take you away from being in the hospital and to fight death, generally, I think people will be open to it as opposed to taking the vaccines. Because I've heard and I've had different conversations as far as the vaccines are concerned. I've been vaccinated and, I still think that a lot of people should go out there to get it because there are talks about the malaria vaccine. There are talks about, different types of vaccines that we've gotten as children up until the stages that we find ourselves in right now. So I personally don't think there's anything wrong with the vaccines. But hey, this is going to be a debate for another day because we can talk about this on and on and on. Let's talk about movies, shall we? Let's talk about the former First Lady of the United States. Her name is Michelle Obama, to star in a final season of the Black series called Blackish, right? And I'm excited about this. When I saw the story, I had a smile on my face. Okay, so the former FLOTUS will star in the show's 8th and final season. She will appear in, ABC's top-rated comedy show. Like I mentioned, it's Blackish, and the show producers confirmed the news on their social media platforms last Thursday, saying that the former FLOTUS, will feature in the 8th and final season. Now, Obama, she will play herself, but no other details of the appearance are yet to be disclosed. And one of the cast members also shared their excitement. Basically, they said to have a political figure on the show with Tracy Ellis Ross, that's the way to close an epic 8 years. Now, if you haven't seen Blackish, it's a very funny comedy series, basically, and it's a black series, of course, hence the name Blackish. So you should check it out. It's got 8 seasons already. It's in production. The 8th one is in production, and I'm actually looking forward to this one. So I haven't sat down to see the entire season, but every now and then I catch it. So it's interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Away from that, though, let's talk about our very own Funke Akindele, and this lady, makes me proud every single time. So big shout out to Funke Akindele. Big shout out to the director for King of Boys now, Kemi Adetiba. Yes, shout out to all the big women, beautiful women doing fantastic things in the Nollywood space. So the Queen of Nollywood, that's what she's called, or rather the Queen of Nollywood box office, Funke Akindele Bello. She has added yet another feather to her cap with the film Omogeto the Saga. Of course, that's an old film, right? But why am I talking about it? So she announced that the movie, which is currently streaming on Netflix, has been crowned Africa's highest grossing film of 2020-2021 at the just concluded Meta Cinema Conference. That's in Dubai. Now, she posted the news, which was originally put on the film's official Instagram handle, Film One's official Instagram handle. And this just goes to show how great Nigerian movies are doing all across the globe. And I'm looking forward to seeing more movies from her and also more movies from great Nigerian movie producers and directors. So support Nigerian movies. Back in the day, we used to say, I can't go to the cinemas to see a Nigerian film. But now, the kind of movies that we're putting out there with the little resources that we have, it's amazing. So shout outs to the filmmakers and, the film producers, the directors, everybody that's working in the film industry, in the entertainment industry as a whole. Big shout out to you guys. By the way, AFRIF is it's around the corner, right? So if you haven't registered, you're a filmmaker, I think you should do it. You should check it out. Okay, might be having some friends from AFRIF come join me on the show maybe next week. Let's quickly segue and talk about sports now. Let's see. We've talked about 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. Let's talk about the final one. Okay, so remember this guy, right? Kamaru Usman. He's a UFC fighter. Most people know about Israel Adesanya, but Kamaru Usman is also a UFC champion, and he's looking to, get a crossover fight with boxer Canelo Alvarez after their fight cards in, respective sports this weekend, right? So a lot is going down this weekend. Now, Usman will be the will make the fifth defense of his welterweight title at UFC 268 in a rematch against his rival generally, Colby Covington. Now, he's already won this, and we've seen his fights. We're proud of him. But why I'm talking about this story is that he wants to cross over and, fight. He wants to be a boxer generally. Now, we've seen this happen before when Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather in 2017. But in this case, Usman is going to be fighting Alvarez. And Alvarez is, he's a big dog, right? Alvarez is an undefeated boxing champion. He's a Mexican, basically. And he hopes to be the first ever undisputed super middleweight champion in boxing history. Okay, so can Usman take this guy out? I don't know, because he's never really been a boxer. He's used to using his feet as opposed to his hands. His feet and did I say feet now? His legs and hands. But it's curious. I'm curious to see where this leads. But we'll give you details as the days progress. Let's see how he does this weekend with his title defense. After the title defense, then we'll now talk about this in detail when he does fight Alvarez at the boxing tournament. Okay, that said, though, that's our top 5 at 5. But before I leave, here's what you should be aware of. I've got a very special guest coming to join me in a few more minutes. We're going to be talking all about something we call computer vision syndrome, okay? Her name is Dr. Ekwueme Joy. We're giving out vouchers. This is courtesy Evercare Hospital, okay? And we're talking about, people that look at the screens, about how you look at the screens all the time and you're having an eye defect, amongst other things. So if you're one of those people, you fall in that category, you might actually be getting a voucher to get your eye checked at Evercare Hospital. But that's at 5:15. In the meantime, that's our top 5 at 5, so please stay with us.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, mic check.
The top 5 at 5 on today's trending stories.
Let's get it going.
The top 5 at 5 on the Smooth Drive. Every weekday from 5 p.m.
Funky fly, silky smooth, 98.1.
I bet you think this is going to be one of those ads where someone says, introducing, to sell some new improved product to you.
But we feel there are more important things in life, like driving carefully on rainy days to avoid splashing water on pedestrians.
Or stopping to help someone change a flat tire.
Because what really matters is being the change.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
Honey, must you go?
Babe, you know I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
Hey, what if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
It's time to look at the papers now. Let's see what the headlines are across Nigerian newspapers.
For every second that goes by, something new happens. That's why the news cycle never ends, even if the world stops to spin. Everything begins in the green room with critical focus on breaking stories making the headlines.
Okay, let's begin with Business Day.
From politics to economy, policies to decisions, national to international. Take a moment, read all about it as we bring you a piece-by-piece breakdown of everything that affects you and the next person.
To make sense of all of that.
Get up to speed with the essential stories and see the big picture. Only on Freshly Pressed on the Smooth Breakfast every weekday from 7:30 a.m.
Yes, sir. They call me M.I. Mr. Incredible, short black boy, the chairman, and you are listening to Smooth 98.1. Don't even think about touching that dial.
And you don't stop, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on. You don't stop, keep it on, keep it on. Where the party at?
After the party, let's take a little time and talk about it. What's going through your mind? It has me shaking. Ooh, it looks so right. I wanna ride. See, I would be lying if I ain't tell you. It made me wanna flip and you can't tell me. You ain't feeling the same shit, girl, it's our chemistry. Like icing on a cake. I hope you stay so we can do our thing after the party. You ain't gotta stop. Baby, do your thing. Don't stop. The music drops. Rock with me. And on top, you can take it off. What's it gonna be?
After the party, let's go somewhere and finish what we started. 'Cause right from the beginning, I was on it. I know you felt these vibes, you know I felt you rise. So why don't we start above the dance floor? You and me, 'cause I wanna know just how deep does your loving go? So tell your boys goodnight, 'cause we're gonna ride after the party. You ain't gotta stop. Baby, do your thing. Don't stop if the music drops. Rock with me. You can take it off. What's it gonna be?
Don't you want the after party? Don't stop.
You ain't gotta stop. Baby, do your thing.
If the music drops,
Rock with me. You can take it off.
what's it gonna be?
Don't you want the after party? Baby, come with me.
Come with me, oh.
Don't go back.
Baby, do your thing.
The music drops.
Rock with me. What's it gonna be?
Tell me, baby. Till you get enough.
Baby, do your thing. Oh no, rock with me.
Rockin' me.
Smooth Health on the Drive.
It's a global observation that helps raise people's awareness.
Insightful tips and information to live in a healthier and happier life.
How to prevent it, detect or treat it.
Smooth Health is powered by Evercare Hospital, Lekki, transforming healthcare in Nigeria.
If you didn't know, now you know.
This is Smooth Health on the Drive.
Smooth 98.1, love music, love life. Welcome. If you just joined us, you are just in time. It's time for the Smooth Health Show. It's brought to you by Evercare Hospital. And today, like I told you at the start of the program, we're going to be talking all about computer vision syndrome, symptoms, prevention, and treatment options. And if you're out there and you want to be a part of our conversation, well, now's the time to do that. Okay, take down the numbers to be a part of our conversation. Number to call is 014489981. Like I mentioned, it's 014489981, and you can also call the studio lines as well. You can send a WhatsApp message rather to 0809-444-0981 and call the studio lines 014489981. Today we have with us Dr. Ekwueme Joy Ekwueme. She is a certified and licensed optometrist who has contributed in saving sight, diagnosing and managing eye diseases, including glaucoma, and helping many see better and giving hope to the visually impaired. Now, apart from being an optometrist, she's also naturally empathetic to patients and, of course, to people all around the world in most cases, leaving them happier and, of course, giving them a huge sense of satisfaction. She also loves eye service, in inverted commas. Dr. Ekwueme, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you here.
Same here.
All right. So like I mentioned, Lagos, feel free to get your thoughts in to 014489981. And also your WhatsApp messages come to 0809-444-0981. So Dr. Joy, let's talk about computer vision syndrome. What is computer vision syndrome?
I'll make it brief. Computer vision syndrome are the symptoms you get from using computer screens. We carefully chose this topic today because we understand that the world has gone digital. So it's important to begin to sensitize people on the best way to manage their vision from going blind. Best way to manage their vision from technology.
Okay. From technologies. So when you say from technologies, we're talking phone screens, We're talking laptop computers, desktops
devices,
as well.
Game screens.
Okay.
But our focus is on computer screens.
On computer screens. All right. So generally, I'm sure a lot of people out there are curious. They would like to know what the causes and symptoms of, computer vision syndrome are. So what are the causes? And also, what can the symptoms be?
Beautiful. So I'll just merge them. Firstly, the first cause I would say is viewing the distance you view your computer. Viewing your computer from a wrong distance.
Okay.
Okay, for us, we usually tell patients that you should give your eyes, the distance between your eyes and your computer should be at least 20 to 30 inches.
Okay.
That's not difficult.
When you say 20 to 30 inches, am I 20 to 30 inches
beautiful.
Right now?
So when you stretch your arms,
okay,
beautiful, that's 30 inches.
Okay.
For people who are not as tall as you are, we can say theirs is 20 inches, that's acceptable. But just to ensure that between your eyes and your computer screen,
okay,
you have that acceptable distance. Then secondly, I would say another cause is we don't give our eyes good breaks.
How do you mean?
Beautiful. So we have this 20-20-20 rule that we recommend. If you have done 20 minutes on the computer screen, you should actually take a 20 seconds break. Just keep your eyes closed for 20 seconds and just take a break. Alternatively, you can look away. You can look 20 feet away and assume 20 feet.
Okay.
And just roll your eyes, just blink. Do you know what you're doing in that process?
No. What?
Beautiful. So when we say computer vision syndrome, the primary cause is dry eye, actually.
Okay.
When you blink, when tears is produced by the lacrimal gland, don't worry.
I was just going to say, maybe you should tone it down for our non-medical
Beautiful.
listeners.
So when the part of the eyes that produces tears, the lacrimal gland,
yes,
when we blink, we help the tears to spread across the eyes, and that's how our eyes get comfortable and we see clearly.
Okay.
So when you take a break and you blink, you have actually made your eyes well lubricated, and you're able to, you're able to avoid all the symptoms that you get from dry eye. Thirdly is when you have uncorrected refractive error, you have a need for glasses. That's not being treated, that's not being given attention, and you still do long exposure to the computer screens. That's a cause as well.
So long exposure to computer screens.
Prolonged exposure to computer screens without giving yourself a break. Okay. So over time, while working on the computer, you actually don't feel any symptom.
Yeah.
Everything looks normal. But as the day progresses, you begin to have this burning sensation, itching, teary eyes, pain. Some tell you, I have a headache towards the evening. I don't see too clearly, my eyes feel sad. I am just uncomfortable.
Okay.
These symptoms put together is referred to as computer vision syndrome.
And these are people that, because the new normal is a lot of people now are working from homes, right?
Good.
So they're working with their laptops, they're working with their desktops in front of them. They're spending long hours there. So this tailors to most people that stare at their screens, right?
Their screens. To actually take a break. And when you do take a break, keep the eyes shut for about 20 seconds.
20 seconds. And then how long again till you go back?
What I tell my patients is this. Just have a stick on by your desk.
Okay.
That reminds you of, Joy, you should go on a break after 20 minutes.
Okay.
So the first few days, it may be a bit challenging, but after a while, you get used to it.
All right. If you're out there and you're listening to our conversation well, you haven't missed too much, though. This is the Smooth Health Show. It's brought to you by Evercare Hospital. Today, we're talking about computer vision syndrome, symptoms, prevention, and treatment options. And we have Dr. Joy Ekwueme in the studio. Of course, she's walking us through this conversation. She's an eye doctor. She's a certified licensed optometrist, and she's contributed to, saving sight and diagnosing and managing eye diseases, including glaucoma, amongst other things. Okay? And so we've talked about, what computer vision syndrome is and the symptoms and, the causes. Now, I'm sure a lot of people out there are wondering, how do you treat computer vision syndrome?
Okay, so before we talk about treatment, can we just talk about how we can prevent it? Because you can actually prevent and not get to the stage of having to treat all the complaints.
Okay.
Yeah. Prevention, first of all, is that you should take a break. You should blink at least 12 to 15 times in a minute. That's the expected blink rate we expect from computer users. Then thirdly is adjust your lightings. The room where you have your computer should be well lit.
Okay.
The light from your computer should be well adjusted. Not too bright to avoid glare, and not too dim to avoid strain.
Okay.
Then fourthly, if you already have all of these symptoms we mentioned earlier, you may want to visit an eye doctor to recommend some good eye lubricants to give you that soothing relief.
So when you say eye lubricants, can you give us an example of one?
Okay. We have micro drops.
Okay.
Tear supplements. Yeah.
Because I mentioned eye supplements because eye drop supplements because there's sometimes certain people have itchy eyes, and then they just go to the pharmacist and they give them all these types of eye drops and everything. So sometimes I just want to be certain if we're not getting the same one or they're getting the same one.
To be safe, just see an eye doctor to give you what will suit your needs.
Okay, we're giving out vouchers today, courtesy Evercare Hospital, and we're giving it to the first 3 callers or first 3 texters. So please call the number 0144899981, or better yet, just send us a WhatsApp message if you've got questions for our doctor today. Send them to 0809444091. Let's see who this is. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. What's your name, please?
My name is Jay the Explorer.
Jay the Explorer. Do you have a question for our doctor today?
Yes, first of all, I want to commend Dr. Joy. You have said everything so well. I feel like I'm always telling my family members these things, and they just look at me like I'm crazy. But
Thank you.
Yes, it's so important.
Yes, it
and
is.
I wanted to ask, you said something about dim lights and all of that. My job is essentially, I'm a YouTuber, I create content, and I work with a lot of editors, and the room is always so dark. Like when we're using the computers, it's really, really dark, and they say that that's the best way for them to be able
to have a cinematic experience.
Yes, to have the cinematic experience, but then they're always crouched at their computers in these dark rooms for God knows how long. Honestly speaking, I heard about the 2020, but even in the dark rooms, do you still need to do something like that?
Jane, sorry, can I respond?
Of course.
It's not ideal to use your system in a dark room. We don't recommend that at all. You can have lights, maybe not so bright, but let the room at least be lit. Then from your computer, what you can do to now protect yourself or protect your eyes is you can get computer-specific lenses. They are lenses designed to take care of glares from our system.
Okay.
Yes. So that way you can protect the tears from drying up, because that's what leads to all the complaints, my eyes are peppery because they are dry. Okay, so you don't have that direct exposure to the computer, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay, and these are contact lenses, if I'm not mistaken.
Not contact lenses.
Okay.
They are lenses that are mounted in frames.
Oh.
Yes. So they have the anti-glare coatings specifically designed for computer screens.
Okay, like glasses.
Beautiful. Glasses, but it may come without prescription. They can be plain lenses, but what we are interested in, you have that coating, that's protective coatings in the lenses.
Wow, wonderful. Dr. Joy, how else can we reach you?
We're going to talk about that, Jay, just in a few more minutes, okay? Yes, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But Jay, though, you have won yourself a free consultation at Evercare, so please text us your details, 0809. I'm going to read out the numbers, so please pay attention so you can text your details so we can reach out to you. Okay?
No problem. Thank you so much, and best of luck with everything. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. All right. If you want to get your questions in just like Jay, so please send them into 0809-444-0981. Okay? So, Doctor, we were talking about prevention, right? And also we've talked about the treatments. Now, let's talk about, what the general layman, like a question the general layman would want to ask you right now, like, is it possible for an individual to go blind from too much screen time? Because, hey, I have 4 screens in front of me right now, right? Sometimes I'm working at night, I'm editing, I'm doing all sorts of things, right? And if I don't get this coated lens that you talked about, in years to come, my vision goes bad, like really bad. Can I go blind from computer vision syndrome?
Absolutely not.
Well, that's a relief.
Absolutely not. But the symptoms can be quite uncomfortable. Can be really uncomfortable. But you can't go blind from computer vision syndrome.
Okay, because the general impression is when your eyes are going bad. Well, can you get? I mean, just for the sake of arguments now, this blurry vision. Can
your vision go blurred?
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good one, and I'll just give you a very quick illustration. Yes, you can have blurry vision from prolonged use of computer. When your eyes become dry, the first symptom is you're uncomfortable.
Yes.
The next thing is distortion in your vision.
Okay.
The wheel screen, when you have drizzles on your wheel screen. Now, I want to tell you the importance of tears and the importance of blinking. When you have drizzles on your wheel screen, what you do is you turn on your wiper and you spread it across and you're able to see, right? So that's what happens. When you blink or you take a break, you allow the tears circulate again, things become clearer.
Okay. We've got a few messages here up on our WhatsApp platform. By the way, Jay, please reach out to us on 0809-444-0981. Okay, so this person, he says, how much for registration at Evercare? I think we're going to address that at the end of the show.
Yes, please.
Also, this one says, hello, my name is Maiwa. How does one treat chronic dry eye syndrome? Okay, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Show comes in to say, this is Show from Magodo. Thank you, doctor. Please, could you confirm the distance of the computer from the eye again? And Matthew Afolabi comes in to say, hi, doctor. You've mentioned the prevention of blue light. You've mentioned the prevention for blue light blindness. How about the use of anti-Blu-ray glasses? Some phones and computers come with features like blue light filters. And how about the use of this on the computer screen? Does it prevent or reduce its effect? Let's see. Dakbo Lawal also comes in with the video, but doesn't say much about that. So let's start off with Show's question. It says, can you confirm the distance from the computer to the eye?
20 to 30 inches. That's your arm's length.
Your arm's length.
Yeah.
Also, Mayowa says, how does one treat chronic dry eye syndrome?
As this person be diagnosed, that's the first. Then if you have the chronic dry eye, I'm afraid you have to be on tear supplements.
Okay.
For life.
For life?
Yes, please.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Mayowa, if you've got more questions or maybe you need more consultation, maybe just visit the doctor at the Evercare Hospital. Okay, we'll talk about the details at the end of the show. Folu says, hello guys, thank you so much for this subject. I'd like to know if there is a permanent cure for computer vision syndrome. Folu Agoy from Ijaniki, Lagos. So is there a permanent cure for the computer vision syndrome?
Taking precaution.
Prevention is better than cure.
Lubricants are good as well. You can just have that by your side. Every 4 hours you spend on the system, just instill a drop of it. You are comfortable.
All right, let's get back to the questions. By the way, if you're out there and you want to be a part of our conversation, don't forget.
Someone mentioned the blue light thing.
Yes.
I'd like to talk.
Let me get back to the story. So the message says, how about the use of anti-Blu-ray glasses? Some phones and computers come with some feature like blue light filters. How about the use of this on the computer screen? Does it prevent or reduce the effect?
Yes, it reduces the glare. That's a fact. Modern computer screens come with anti-blue coating or the anti-glare protection screen. But you still need to take a break.
Okay.
Because it is that you're not blinking as much as you should do that's causing the evaporation of the tears, leading to the dry eye. So you must take a break. The think blink technique. It's time for me to blink.
All right, so I think you've already addressed this, but I'm going to ask this regardless, though. For individuals who spend a lot of time looking at their screens all day, what would you recommend?
I'll recommend, again, blink as much as you can after 20 minutes of using the screen. I would also recommend that you look at your room, your working environment.
Okay.
Not too humid is what we recommend. You don't want it morning till night, you're underneath the AC. Tears dry up in the process as well.
Okay.
So you may want to regulate your air conditioner. Then thirdly, just get a very good lubricant, but it should be prescribed by a doctor.
Okay, I was going to ask the name now, but then you've mentioned it should be prescribed.
Prescribed by a doctor.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there are different types.
If you just joined the show, by the way, this is the Smooth Health Show. It's brought to you by Evercare Hospital, and we're talking all about the computer vision syndrome, symptoms, prevention, and treatment options. We have Dr. Joy Ekwueme Egogon in the studio, and of course, she is a certified and licensed optometrist, and of course, she's contributed in saving sight, diagnosing, and managing eye diseases, including glaucoma, and helping many see better and giving hope to the visually impaired. She's also she loves eye service.
Yeah, I love eye service.
All right. So if you've got questions for us, feel free to send them in once again to 0809-444-0981. And also don't forget, we're giving out to our first 3 callers free vouchers for free consultation at Evercare Hospital. Okay. Away from that, though, what time would it be appropriate, or what would you say the best time is to see an eye doctor for a problem that's related to computer vision syndrome?
I would say immediately, so you don't compound your problem.
Okay.
Immediately. If you start having burning sensation, itchy eyes, puffy lids, vision getting distorted, you're uncomfortable, especially when you get home after close of work, please schedule an appointment to see your eye doctor.
All right. Got a message here. This one here says, what treatment/tests would you recommend for persistent eye migraines, especially on the right eye? Also, what do you have to say about, I don't know if this one relates to you, but this person says, what do you have to say about menstrual migraines? Okay, and let me get to the other question. This one here is from Cruz. Cruz says, hi, doctor. With all these plenty online meetings, is chewing granules while on computer for long hours helpful for dry eye syndrome?
Not really.
I don't know. This is like...
That's like exercising, right?
Okay. Okay, yes. First callers and texters can actually get the voucher. So, Maiwa, you are correct on that. So, doctor, you want to address this one? Well, this person says, what would you recommend /test? What treatment/test would you recommend for persistent eye migraines, especially on the right eye?
Okay, that sounds like migraine. The person may need to come in. You know, we are a one-stop shop. The person may need to come in to consult with the physician. And then we can still take a look at if the person has refractive error, because there are several causes of migraine.
All right. We see the phone lines buzzing. Let's see who this is. Hello. Good evening. Ooh, I think we lost that person. We lost that call, rather. So please call back if you can. 0144899981. Okay, so doctor, tell us. So at Evercare Hospital, right? I'm sure that the people out there would like to know the types of facilities that are available. Before you answer that, let's see what this person has to say. Hello.
Hello, yeah, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, this is Emeka from Ikeja.
Emeka from Ikeja. Well, you're on to the Smooth Health Show with Kaide and of Dr. Joy. So what questions do you have for our doctor?
All right, okay, so I do a lot of Zoom meetings, and sometimes, like you say, it's the itchy eye. But then, my eyes are not dry, but it's teary. So I'm wondering.
What's the person's name?
Emeka.
You think that your eyes are not dry. What you actually see is what we refer to as reflex tears. They are actually dry. That's why it's producing the tears you see.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So you may benefit from consulting with your eye doctor to assess it, to assess the tear film, to assess the layers of the tears, and give you the right prescription that your eye needs.
All right.
Thank you so much, Emeka.
All right.
Let's see who this is. Hello. Good evening. I think we lost that call as well.
So the thing is, when you start having that tearing, that's a sign of dry eye. We have 3 layers of the tears. We have the sticky layer, the fatty layer, and the watery layer. So when there is a defect in the fatty layer, which is the lipid layer, or the sticky layer, which is the mucin layer, you know, when you expose the eyes for a long time, there's a break in the mucin, which is the fatty part, and the sticky part.
Okay.
So tears, the evaporative part just drops on its own. So that's reflex tearing, which is actually a sign of dry eye.
Okay, so, and what would you recommend as treatment options for that?
We give lubricants.
Okay, lubricants.
So we are supplementing for the sticky parts. We give lubricants, actually.
All right, doctor. We're almost out of time, but let's talk about, the facilities that are available at Evercare Hospital to diagnose, test, and treat computer vision syndrome and other eye diseases. I need to take this call,
That's fine.
Hello.
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 Hi, hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
This is Coyote. Hello.
Yeah, I was just going through your discussion on this eye thing.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Sumit.
Okay, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos, Ikoyi.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I was hearing the doctor. He gave very good info. However, I just want to add something like a kind of...
You want to add something?
Yes, add something in terms kind of remedy, because I have been suffering from all this since over like 6 or 7 years, like dry eyes and all those stuff.
Okay.
So my great-grandmother told me something which I used, and I'm really happy that it has served me on the basis of this eye lubrication, which is like we have belly bottom, correct? So my grandmother told me that I should use the butter oil in the night before I sleep.
What's that, butter oil?
Butter oil?
Yes, butter oil.
I can speak on that actually.
All right, thank you so much regardless.
Thank you.
All right.
That's like putting food in your eyes.
Butter oil. Okay, regardless though.
It's possible it's working for him, but we are doctors, we can't actually go that route.
Okay, so generally you were talking about, you said the best treatment options are...
Taking breaks first of all.
Okay.
Yeah. Then blink as much as you can.
Okay.
Get very good eye lubricant prescribed by a doctor.
Okay.
Then you can get computer-specific glasses.
All right, so I was asking about the types of facilities available at Evercare Hospital to diagnose, test, and treat computer vision syndrome and other eye diseases. So, what kind of facilities do you have at Evercare Hospital?
We are complete actually,
Okay.
from managing the list to what you seemingly call the toughest.
Okay.
Yes. For dry eye, we've got the slit lamp, biomicroscope. We're able to assess your tear layer. And we also have Schema strip. We can also check your tear volume. Assess your eyes to know, is this eyes producing enough tears?
Okay.
Yeah, are the tears healthy enough? For other eye diseases, we are there. We have you can come in for glaucoma screening as well as glaucoma investigation.
Okay.
We have the optical coherence tomography.
Okay.
We have the central visual field machine.
Okay.
We have of course, we can address all the computer vision refractive errors that we mentioned. We have equipment for that. What we haven't started yet is surgery, but that should kick soon.
All right. Okay, so just before I let you leave, wow, the phone lines now are really buzzing. So I think maybe we should take one more call, just one more person, and then wrap up this side of the show. Hello, good evening. Okay. So, doctor, before I let you leave now, what's your last advice for listeners out there?
My last advice for listeners out there is take a break.
Take a break. Some of our people that work back to back,
Then I'll leave them with the 4 P's.
Okay.
Protect your eyes, preserve your vision, prioritize your vision, prevent vision loss.
Okay.
Look after your eyes. Love them. You know why? Because you will need them for the rest of your life.
All right. So, yeah, I'm sure that the people out there are wondering, how can they reach out to you at Evercare Hospital? Because, if they want to contact you concerning anything regarding computer vision syndrome, how can they, send an email, also visit the hospital, or even call, the hospital?
Okay. Evercare Hospital is located at number 1 Admiralty Way. When you get to Lekki Phase 1 gate, you don't miss it.
Okay.
It's just there, boldly written, Evercare Hospital Lekki. Then our phone line, you can reach us on 0803 985 0710. Our email address is info@evercare.ng. Our website is www.evercare.ng.
You might want to say that again,
Okay, so we can be reached via 0801 39850710. We are located at number 1, Evercare Hospital is located at number 1 Admiralty Way. It's just by Lekki Phase 1 gate. You can't miss it. Email us at info@evercare.ng.
All right. Thank you so much, Doctor.
It's fine.
It's been a pleasure having you here. And well, I look forward to having you here sometime again to discuss more things, maybe outside computer vision syndrome, other eye-related diseases. But before I let you leave, I'll just mention we've been having a conversation with Dr. Ekwueme Joy Ekwueme, and of course she's a certified licensed optometrist, and of course she's contributed to saving sight and diagnosing and managing eye diseases including glaucoma amongst others. We wanted to give a birthday shout out to another doctor. Yes.
So I know Dr. Aya is listening. This is actually a shout out to him. He's the Chief Medical Officer of Evercare Hospital. He's an amazing man. So on behalf of Evercare Lekki, we are wishing him a very beautiful birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dr. Ayola Shunibare.
All right, Lagos, there's more to come. Stay with us. This is the smoothest dial on Lagos Radio. We're Smooth 98.1. This is the Evercare, this is the Smooth Health Show brought to you by Evercare Hospital.
Smooth Health on the Drive.
It's a global observation that helps raise people's awareness.
Every Thursday at 5:15 p.m.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Powered by Evercare Hospital, Lekki. Transforming healthcare in Nigeria. Now you've been served smooth music. Music from around the world.
Around the world.
Jump to the rhythm, jump to the rhythm, jump.
Right here on Smooth 98.1.
Got somebody, she's a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me, like it's her duty. Want you right by my side, night and day. No letting go, no holding back, because you are my lady.
98.1.
Are you considering studying in the UK? Join Coventry University in 2022 to enhance your career prospects. Speak to Coventry University staff at our free event on Saturday, 13th of November 2021, 5 to 7 p.m. in Lagos. Learn about available courses, 2-year post-study work visa and student life. Register today by visiting www.coventry.ac.uk/Nigeria.
Sir, your bill is 6,500 naira. How would you like to pay?
Goodness me, I think I forgot my wallet.
Not to worry. You can pay sharp by simply scanning our NQR code here with any of your banking mobile apps.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. Scan here.
I've been debited sharp. Mado! NQR offers you simple, easy, and contactless payment options. It's instant, reliable, and secure. For more information, please contact your bank. Powered by NIPS.
For and on behalf of all financial service providers. With Airtel Home Broadband device, your home is connected and you all can focus on the important things in life. Enjoy the finer things in life in the Airtel HBB seasonal offer. Visit any certified Airtel shop to get a 4G MiFi at 9,999 naira plus up to 55 gigabyte bonus data, or router at 19,999 naira plus up to 160 gigabyte bonus data. Offer valid while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hey there, looking for that special way to enjoy magical moments with that special person? Then join me, Kaide Baker, on Soulfully Yours, Thursday nights from 9 p.m.
Monet and left foot.
Another day.
Dabadine.
I take your pain away. Some people talk about you like they know all about you. When you get down, they doubt you. And when you dip it on the scene, yeah, they talking about it. Cause they can't tip on the scene. What you talk about it, talk about it. When you get elevated, they love it or they hate it. You dance up on them haters. Keep getting funky on the scene while they jumping around you. They trying to take all of your dreams, but you can't allow it. Cause baby, whether you're high or low, or whether you're high or low, you got to tip on the tightrope. Tip on the tightrope. Baby, whether you're high or low, baby, whether you're high or low, you got to tip on the tightrope. Now let me see you do the tightrope. And I'm still dipping on it. See, I'm not walking on it or trying to run around it. This ain't no acrobatics. You either follow or you lead. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Or keep on blaming the machine. Yeah, I'm talking about it. Talking about it. I can't complain about it. I gotta keep my balance and just keep dancing on it. We getting funky on the scene and you know about it. Like a star on the screen. Watch me tip all on it. Then baby, whether I'm high or low, baby, whether you're high or low, you gotta tip on the tightrope. Yeah, tip on the tightrope. Baby, whether you're high or low, baby, whether you're high or low, tip on the tightrope. Baby, let me see your tightrope. And I'm still dipping on it.
You gotta keep your balance or you fall into the gap. It's a challenge, but I manage cause I'm cautious with the strap. Do damage to your cabbage that a doctor cannot pass. See why you don't want no friction like the back of a matchbook. That if that's will fold you and your MacBook. Close shows shut you down before we go backwards. Act up and whether we high or low, we gonna get back up like the Dow Jones and NASDAQ. Sort of like a dong and man crack. Come on.
I tip on alligators and little rattlesnakers, but I'm another flavor, something like a Terminator. Ain't no equivocating. I fight for what I believe. Why you talking about it? Just talking about it. Some calling me a sinner, some calling me a winner. I'm calling you to dinner, and you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You can rock or you can leave. Watch me tip without you.